I just finished repairing and cleaning this vintage Pachinko machine for a client, and this video is to show them that's functioning 100% after the work that was done and the operation of the machine. So a quick basic overall of the machine is this is the play field, and the object of the game is to shoot balls into the play field and have them fall into these pockets right here. If they go into a pocket, you get a jackpot and a payout of more balls. This is all done randomly, all done by gravity of the weight of the balls and the motion of the balls. It has nothing to do with electricity, so the machine can be played just as it is with no power at all. When you shoot a ball into the play field, it can hit a spinner, which can deflect the balls randomly into the pins, or it can just hit the pins directly and then they'll bounce through the pins, and it's all random, all through gravity. And again, the idea is to get balls in the pockets. Once you do that, the balls will be paid out from here in this tray here. So it's all random. The only control you have is where you have the balls enter the play field, either left, center, or right. That's all you can control. And how you do that is by using this lever, and it's the shooter lever, and it's spring loaded, and it shoots the balls that are in here. There's a little like hammer arm, that's a shooter, and that shoots the balls up into the play field. And when you pull the lever all the way back to this rod and release it, it'll shoot really hard and the balls will shoot into the play field to the right side of the play field. If you depress it just a little bit and release it like that, the ball should go to the left side of the play field. And if you shoot sort of randomly in the middle about and release, the ball should randomly go toward the center. I can't shoot now because I have the glass off and the balls will just fly out of the machine. So I just wanted to explain that real quick, but we'll show you that in detail when I put the glass back in the machine. If when you get your payouts, the balls overfill this tray right here and starts jamming up and backing up, this lever drains the balls from your shooter tray down to the overflow tray, and that happens by using this lever and sliding it to the left. So now you can clear out your ball shooter tray if it starts backing up or blocking up, which is a good thing because you're getting a lot of jackpots, but it could jam up and cause troubles or overflow out here. So now you send the balls to the overflow tray and you have them to use to reload in here if you want. So there's a ball hopper in the back of the machine that holds the balls that are played within the machine. Once that goes empty, it'll lock up the machine. When it does, a light that is on here will go out, indicating that the hopper is empty. When the light's on, that means the hopper's full and the game is ready to be played. Also, when that hopper gets emptied, there'll be a small flag that drops inside this shooter window here. When that flag comes down, it locks up the machine and you won't be able to shoot any more balls into the play field. But actually, if you can see, there's some balls in there right now. So say the hopper went low and the flag dropped. You'll be able to shoot the balls that are right here right now. And then the machine will stop loading balls into the shooter area and you won't be able to fire the balls into the play field anymore, and you won't be able to play the game until that flag is raised up. And again, that flag won't raise up until you fill up the hopper. So let me show you what happens here when you get balls into these pockets. Here's a standard closed pocket, so if you put a ball lands in there, it'll give you a payout of balls here. A tulip is a wide pocket. Notice the difference, how wide this is from a standard closed pocket. Much wider pocket, so it's easier to get payouts. A ball drops into the tulip, it closes the pocket, gives you a payout, and now the pocket's just the same size as this one, so it's much harder to get a ball in this pocket into the tulip. So conversely, the next ball that goes into a tulip opens the tulip gives you a payout, and now again you have a better chance of scoring. The pocket you want to try to achieve the most is the V pocket, which is up here, and that's the center pocket in the machine. And up here is a wheel, and it alternately sends balls to the right side and then to the left side, to the right side and to the left side within the machine. So if you get a ball in this V pocket and the first time it swivels to the right, a ball will come down through the center right here, and then through the back of the machine, the ball goes straight through the center, go through here, and then through the back of the machine it'll trigger this tulip and open it up. So this tulip will open, this tulip will open, and you have a much better chance of getting jackpots on the other balls that come down through. So that's why you want this V pocket to open up the tulips, because it gives you much better chance, bigger pockets to score. Alternately, if the following ball goes through, the wheel will spin to the left, deflect to the left within the machine, opening up this pocket and the left side tulip. But if a tulip is already open, then it'll just remain open. It won't open up or close one that's already open, so it'll just remain in that position. So that's basically it for that. And then also on the front, when you want to install the glass, what you're going to want to do when you get home, you want to put real glass in here, not the plexi that you have, because the plexi is weak and it bows out and the balls can push against the plexiglass and get stuck between pockets on the outside or pins, and get stuck between the outside of these pockets and pins between the glass and get wedged there. You want real panes of glass. The first pane of glass closest to the playfield keeps the balls up against the playfield where they're supposed to be, and the second piece of glass is more of a sound insulator, and it deadens the sound. And that sound that the balls make hitting the glass is where the name Pachinko came from, because it's like Pachinko, 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 that kind of sound, and that's where that name was derived from in Japan. It's the sound of the balls hitting the glass, not the piece of plexi that's in here. To open up this frame so you can install the glass, there's a lever right here on the back right side of the machine. See with this little loop, you simply lift it up, and that unlatches the frame. And now the frame is open. And you can see there's two channels here. There's an inner one and an outer one. The inner one is where, if you have a one piece of glass only, you want to put the glass in the inner channel on the face, toward the face of the playfield. So let me put the plexi in. This is all tough to do with holding camera. And sliding the plexi in, and there you have it. That's how you install the glass when you get it. Like I said, this plexi is very, very thin, so it bows and it doesn't go flush up against the cell face like it's supposed to. So you can get ball jams because of that. Also, in the shooter area, seeing that this tray is exposed to the elements and everything, you can get debris, dirt, I don't know, cigarette butts, whatever, candy pieces, whatever. And the balls could push them into the shooter lane, into the shooter area. To clear that out, in case balls stop firing and not sure how, you have to open up this door. And let me show you how that's done. First, let me drain these balls into the overflow tray. And there are a few balls in here. Let me just, well, alright, there'll be some balls in here, so when I open that up, some are going to fall on the floor. So, to open this tray here, you simply press down on this latch. Press down the latch, and this tray opens up. And see, we have, those are the balls that are still stuck in the shooter area, and they'll either hit the floor or whatever. Anyway, to open this up, to clear this area, in case this gets jammed with debris, see there's more balls there. You'll hold these two tabs, I don't know if you can see with the light, this tab and this tab. You just squeeze them together very lightly, and you pull the tray. These balls are going to fall out, watch. Yeah. See, and now you can clear this area out for the shooter lane. You just open this up, and any debris and anything just pick out and clear out. And then you just close that back up by snapping it in place. Very light, everything's delicate. So no force at all. You don't need any force. It's very old, very delicate, but everything still moves very easily. It's designed that way. All these areas are designed to clear out ball jams and all kinds of situations like that. So it's very simple, and then you simply push the tray back. Here at lock. Door frame, just close that back. And there we go. And you'll see there's like a little give. I don't know if you can make it out. A little give because it's plexi, and that's how the balls can come through and get stuck between the pockets and the glass and get stuck. So it's not a good thing. You want to get rid of this plexi as soon as you get a chance. So anyway, you load the balls in the front into your playfield tray. And anytime this tray gets emptied, or you have to get in there and open it, it might take a few times of hitting the lever before the balls load into the shooter area completely before they fire. So you might have to flip it a few times before they'll start loading and shooting. That's another thing to look for. Okay, let me show you the back of the machine. I'm going to have to set the camera down for a second. Alright, now we have the back of the machine, and things you're going to have to know before starting the game. You have to reset all the mechanisms after shipping, just to make sure they're in the proper position, proper orientation for when you want to play. And let me set up a tray. You're going to need a tray for the back, for the rear, to catch balls. The balls will come out of here, and those are balls that aren't won. And you call them replay overflow balls, whatever, they'll come out the back here. Anyway, right here is a latch. What this latch does is it releases all the balls out of the machine. It drains the machine of balls in case you need to work on the machine or transport, or for whatever reason you need to clear out trays where there's debris or something stuck inside the machine. You want to drain the balls out of the machine. This is the lever you use. So you want to make sure this lever is in the latched position, which is the position in which it's in now. If this gets hit, it'll raise this bar, and this latch will slide this way and allow the balls to drain through. So you want to make sure it's in this orientation when you get the machine at home, once you set it up. And let me drain the balls and you'll see what happens. So say it's in the box and this lever gets hit. It opens up the machine to drain out the balls. Makes a lot of noise too. So anyway, here we have the orientation that we don't want. We want this to be latched and locked so that the balls don't come out through the machine. So how you do that is you slide this lever to the right, and it locks the machine now. It's locked up. And to test it, to make sure it's locked, just throw one ball in first. And you see it's not coming through the machine, so it's locked. So make sure this latch is in this position and locked. The second thing you want to check for before you start a game, after you get it home, is that this seesaw, this white plastic bar here, is in this orientation. It's a seesaw, and right now the left side is down and the right side is up. This is the orientation you want. If it's not in this orientation, the machine will not function. So through vibration or transportation, even at home while you're playing, just jiggling the machine around, loading the hopper, etc., you shake the machine slightly for whatever reason, it's very easy for the seesaw to go into the opposite direction, to fall to the right side, meaning the right side is down, the left side is up. To reset that, there's two different ways you can do it. You could unscrew this window here, this door, take the door off, and by hand physically lift the right side of the seesaw up, or push the left side down. Either way. Better way is there's this pin right here. It's right underneath it. You just push up on the pin. And what that does is pushes up on the right side of the seesaw and raises it up into the orientation you want. And that's what this is designed for. So this has to be in this position. This latch has to be locked. So those are two things you want to check for when you get the machine at home before you start gameplay. Also, you want to fill up your hopper with as many balls as you can possibly load it with, as close to the top as you can. So it'd be like 500 to 1,000 balls, maybe even more. Once the balls are in the hopper, they fill up this whole area in here, and in doing so, there's another seesaw, and the weight of the balls will pull this seesaw down to the left. Right now it's down on the right. When it's down to the left, it'll bring down this rod right here. This rod is also connected to this switch, and you can see it's open. It's in the down position right now. It's closed right now because there's no balls. But when the balls are in there, it'll be in this position, and that switch will be open. You can see the leaves are separated. When that switch opens up, the light comes on, and that shows you that the hopper is filled. So the light's telling you the hopper is filled, and when the hopper is filled, this lever comes down, which goes through other levers throughout the machine, like the game Mousetrap. All these levers are all interconnected, so they have to be in the right orientation for the game to be played. So, how do you get power to the lights? I installed a 9-volt battery, so you don't have to plug the machine in, and it's freestanding. There's no light switch. You simply take the connector, swivel it over to the positive terminal, and connect it. Now we have power to the machine. There's no lights on because there's no balls in the machine, and that's what it's intended to do. The light will be out when the hopper goes low. When the hopper fills up, the light will come on. So we can simulate that. I'll pull down on this lever here on the seesaw as if balls are pushing down the seesaw, and this switch will open up. When the switch opens, the light will come on, and you'll know you have balls in the machine. So let me pull down the lever and see the light came on. The switch opened up and the light came on. So the game is ready to play. So now let me show you what happens when we load up balls in the hopper. The weight of the balls lowered the seesaw in the back, lowered that lever, which did that whole connectivity through all these other levers, and enables the game to be played, and the light came on. And that's how that works. So now, let me play a few games, and you'll see the machine's functioning 100%. That's up. Try to get close. Try to speed this video up a little bit. Let's shoot some balls and hopefully get some jackpots. Not doing too good. Yeah, we got the center shot top. Now we're talking. Well, that's basically it. That's Pachinko. You see it's working, it's paying out. We got a lot of balls in the tray, you can empty those out. And there you have it. Well, it's a long video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy your machine.